Hello, good evening, and welcome to the stream. Yes, we are live. Fantastic. Okay, we just need to do a little bit of social mediaing. Yes, it is a thing that must be done. He says. All right, there's one. Okay, let's get a couple more done. When Bookface stops being asleep. Oh dear. Right, there we go. Not only is it a horrible place now, but also doesn't work very well either. Yay, go Zuckerberg. How's he got so rich? Well, they shift a lot about on a very big platform that pretty much nobody likes. And everyone stays on because there's no competition that works quite the way that does. I mean, you've got Twitter, I suppose, but not really the same thing. I actually used to really like Twitter. I don't mind it as much as some of the others, but even so, it's a little bit meh. It can be funnier. I get more memes from Twitter than I do from Bookface. I'll say that. So yes, it wins the meme race. Actually, I see quite a lot of very good ones on the Discord. So there is that as well. Is everything going to work properly? I've got 2 follows when I wasn't on. One was Sorrow and the fan page. Okay. Different. Yes, we got as far... Let's go to the live screen. Yes, we got as far as Inferno. What's this? Random box of ammo. I don't think I shall be claiming that on my shade somehow. Well, we got here, but none of my dailies are here. Oh, Stream Elements has joined the chat. Thank you. Oh, dear. I need to get dailies done, I think. Oh, Mantis Queen, I never finished the daily off, damn it. Damn, I'm a doofus. That's a whole elite daily stack I've just missed there. Oh, well. Oh dear, what a shame, never mind. It's one of those, isn't it? I get my dailies, or the 2 of them. Joe Russell, welcome to the stream and straight in with the cat meme, as you can probably tell immediately by the audio, which got there before I got that up. Right, okay. That's kind of loud. Kitten being the kitten. Possibly. And 2 kittens by the sound of it now. I don't know what the noise in the background is. Very cute. Yes, cute cat introduction to the stream. Yes, indeed. Cute cat trumps all. Once again. Yes, we couldn't make the ring for Penumbra because of the 1250 comp lit required. And the lack of a buff for 1250 comp lit. Yeah, it's still up. Show the young woman your wrist. Nice. We will tell the good people. I was showing this, I think I told people earlier on today, in fact. Because I was helping out Mrs. Callas too, you see. Can you log in and buff me? I just died. I said, what happened? How did you die, honey? And she said, I did the place the bomber mission. And after she placed the bomb, she was looking around the ship. I said, you didn't see the message to run the hell out of here? She went, I kind of missed it. I went, okay. And I said, the nano running in your NCU saying, timer, leave now. Yes, I missed that too. Okay. We will rebuff you. Can't talk to this one because I've got the Mantis Queen left on the daily. Kind of silly. If you remember the last time we did that, the Queen hadn't spawned. And I was like, oh, we'll come and do it later. And I obviously didn't hand the alien mission in either. Good God. So we're only doing one daily today. So yeah. Well, she hasn't played for over 10 years, so she completely forgot that that happened in the mission. Bear with me a second. I turn alarm off. Tell her I did the same when I came back. Yep. Completely wasn't thinking about it, and master's thesis. Ooh. The hell's this? There's the Omni Mine. Oh my God. Okay. I said to her, I've done it as well, you know, trying to make her feel better. Just finished the Yutto's Scientist quest lines in Sheol. Oh my God, that's a lot of running. That is why when I do it, I ensure that I have my insurance recall claim beacon available. There's IT O'Derry on a shade. A big shade, higher level than mine. I want to buff myself though, so for Rubicar, I guess I want to... Do I want to bother? Oh, yeah, RRFE I'm going to give myself. Zeno, or Zezno, welcome to the stream, good to see you. Yeah, when she told me, I was laughing at her. I'm not going to lie, I was a bad partner laughing at her. But then I took her tune to Steps of Madness and got her an Elebs and a belt and yeah. Right, quick bump log. And I'm going to go fight the Queen, or at least, we'll at least see if the Queen is up. Oh, buggeration. No NCU. Oh well. Why have I got no NCU? What has someone buffed that tune with? If you see me running around, don't just assume that it's fine to buff. You shouldn't do that. Well, I'll give myself NCU. Sometimes it's like the amount of times on a tune, I've come and buffed myself with Faster Than Your Shadow. And then I'm running to the Job Wampa and someone's hit me with Grid Space Freedom and overwritten it, and I'm like, dude! You just broke all my fun. I don't play AO anymore, but the other MMO I play is basically surrounded by AO themes. Alright, okay. Alright, we'll get an NCU buff. I haven't needed one for a while, but... Blueberry Bath, welcome to the stream with the wave. That's quite the emote. Right, okay, so this tune is 6.5, so that's a 175, 125, 145, 195, 145. Bullfrozer, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'll camp that one out, and I should have enough space left for RRFE now. Yeah, easy. Yeah, so we got a couple of new follows yesterday. I mentioned them right at the top of the stream. Someone called Sorrow with 3 R's and fan page has followed. I don't know, it just had a lot of letters and numbers, and then fan page is the only bit of I can make sense of. I wanted to call the org clan, but it doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Omnitech does, so I just went with that. Okay. Even though clan is monosyllabic, has one syllable, and Omnitech is several, but depends on the setting, doesn't it? Omnitech is your friend. Ah, well. Some friends are worse than enemies. Yes. Bow down to your corporate overlord and give your life away to them. Like a good little drone. Yes. Who needs enemies with friends like Omnitech? Exactly. Right, that'll do. Okay, we've got enough buffs now to go and have a pop at the Queen. Zesno, what let's build you on now? We're doing an Atrox Shade, which is actually quite good. We were doing terrible ideas for builds, and the first one was probably the worst beyond level 50, which was a nano mage assault rifle Shade. I got it to level 17 and went, you know what? Screw this. I'm not playing it. This is so bad. Because none of the perks work unless you're using piercing. Number 12, let's build. Yeah, I don't even... Well, we did every single class in the game. Every single class in the game has been covered. So it just became, what do we do next? You know. So the other thing we may do as well is try and make a twink build. I don't know. The thing is, I do get slightly bored of twinks. Whenever I've made them, I've ended up going, well, I want to make a 220 now. I'll sacrifice the twink, even though quite possibly you've put more work into the twink than you would have done, you know, into a higher level thing. That can go in there. As can these things. They were all off the the Queen last time. Oh, with the buffs. The streams are a bit harder to follow than your YouTube guides. Well, they're kind of, yeah, because the streams are, none of the in-between is cut out. I've been thinking about whether or not I want to download them, edit them, and re-upload them as sort of streamlined. But also, that's a lot of work. Whereas with the stream, you see, I do the stream, then export it directly to YouTube, and then just publish it the next day. And I get, the channel itself gets the exact same number of follows, which is weird. You would think, wouldn't you, that it would change things. Right, so this is right out by the Noten cannons and stuff, isn't it? The OG Let's Build. They're great. Thank you. Yeah, to make a single episode is like an entire day. Like, if it was like working 8 hours a day, it would be 2 days' work. Are you coming for the Queen? Is she up? And that's the other thing, is the Queen even spawned? Yeah, I'll come and have a look then. I did solo it at 152 on the Shade. Lots of buffs running, but I soloed it. Yeah, with those, all this sort of running from A to B, all of that is edited out. Like when you see a 45-minute Let's Build a Toon episode, typically there's about 3 to 4 hours of actual recording at the beginning of that. That is then, you know, just cut down. I notice there are a lot of cat videos in your live streams now. Yeah. Well, certain people like to share them. Run faster. Well, I was sneaking my way in. Blim, blim, blim. Yeah, so you can see how well this sort of how well this behaves. The new engine loves the Mantis Queen, as you can see. Yeah, it's like 2 days solid work making a Let's Build video in hours, but quite often I'll do the recording in the morning, do the usual chores and whatnot, and then I'll be editing it till 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I've got to render it. That can take, you know, several hours. Then you upload it, and then YouTube has to process it, and sometimes that takes a couple of days, whereas a stream, it's kind of like the next day, and it's kind of up and ready for people. No, we meeped. Okay, right. I want to go to Omnitech Mine. What's the Noten Silo exit called? There is a grid there, but I can't think what the hell the place is called. Is it just Klondike? I think it is, isn't it? When we eventually zone. There we go. Yeah, it is, because I'm getting the dot from the mission. You have playlists of your stream Let's Builds. Yeah. Sometimes I'll do like Let's Build a Toon, like I did with the oh god, what was it? I think it was the Keeper. But they changed the way that you create playlists on YouTube, and it's all stupidly complicated now. Error. This video is also in another playlist. whether you created that playlist yourself or someone else did. So you really have to wrestle with it. But yeah, I should maybe do that, I guess. Juno 6, any chance to invite me and the shade behind you? I missed it. Yeah, so with the Let's Build a Tune, with that one, every time I was leveling in between making a Let's Build video, which is what I did at the beginning, I would put I would add the VOD of the stream into the Let's Build playlist. It did work, sort of, but sometimes it skips it and stuff like that. It's literally just trying to, you know, I know the air's going green, but it's not Space Quest as far as I know. Or anybody gets excited. That's next week. I don't think he's even on. No, he isn't. Have you done every class? Yes, every profession, yeah. The very first one is veteran... I think just veteran playthrough, I think I called it. So a Let's Build is slightly different in the breed and the class are chosen by viewers, you know, so... Yeah, if you look at my alts... Hopefully you can see this on screen, but there you go. So you got Kalos 2. I did do a soldier one, but then deleted the soldier because I'd already got a Solitus soldier and I didn't want two of them. That said, I have an Atrox keeper and a Solitus keeper. We did trader, and then we did MA trader. We did clan agent. It still shows it, yeah, Caliban was the clan soldier, but it's gone now. The doctor, clan medic. Caltech was engineer. Krifkal was an enforcer, she's good. Thumbelina was the Let's Build Another Tune. Knack was my original keeper, that's not a Let's Build. Llewellyn, that was my fixer, but he was before I started doing YouTube. AO on YouTube. Mesticles was the MP. Thierry was my original shade. Fatty Foo was the MA one. Quest Space was the second NT one, but an Atrox NT. Clonna was the through playthrough. Not Slim Slady is this one. And so on and so forth. I think there's a couple there that aren't even listed in my own alts list. How do you go about the actual build part? We do a poll on stream. So yeah, we tried it once and it worked quite well. I think this is the NPC I need to speak to, maybe. What did you do to me? Where's the doohickey? Give you that. Yay, ding. Right, and now I need a Doja. But not this Doja. I need to go and get one from Penumbra. Always like that aspect of the Let's Build. Never seen anyone do that. Most people, from what I've seen of other people that... I mean, Big Man Force does very much his own thing. As far as YouTube content and videos and all that is concerned. But most of the other people recently that have come to play AO seem to be people that want to be on YouTube. They're not necessarily interested in AO. And then for whatever reason kind of go, oh, well, you know, I'm going to do AO videos, but it doesn't seem to... It's not... If you want to become successful on YouTube, probably don't play AO. Would be my honest advice. Not even just AO, any game. Yeah, it was just a concept that I just thought up one day and thought, oh, I should do that. So I started doing it. You know, literally no more thought than I'd hit 500 subscribers on YouTube and I did the first one. Let's build a tune. And it just started from there. That said, I wasn't really comfortable making, putting my voice on things up until probably after I'd finished that Let's Build a Tune. So the second one onwards is more, it's less cringy for me to hear it, put it that way, to where I kind of feel like, yeah, that sounds like me just being me now. I'm not trying to do a voice on, I'm not, if you get asked to make a speech somewhere, it's difficult to relax and be yourself. So when I first started on YouTube, I didn't like my voice. And it was only other people going, "What? No. I'd love it if my voice sounded like yours." I was, "What, really? What's wrong with you?" So once I got used to the sound of my voice being on videos, I was okay with it then. Now I just don't give a shit. I literally just don't care. I sound like I sound, and different people will hear it differently. What do we got? Yeah, what's that one? Offensive proc stunned. I quite like that one. She'll get you and pursuing illusory something. It's AoE. Oh, that's bureaucrat. And yeah, we'll take that. Can I cast it? Yay. And seriously, you got a radio voice. Well, yeah, I didn't think so. Siljar Russell, I do not care about the game he plays, but he has such a great beard that I need to subscribe for that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, as far as, if you want to look at it completely from a monetization point of view, I make almost nothing on YouTube because ad revenue is based on the content as well as how many views. It's not purely on views. People don't seem to realize that. Now you look like Santa, you have to start reading stories for kids. Yeah, that's not creepy. Yeah, I get a lot of Santa comments, and you know what? I'm fine. Whatever. How many hours do you have on AO? I don't measure it in hours. I measure it in years now. In actual played time in game, I measure in years. It's silly. Once it gets to a certain point, using hours is just silly. And after 20 years, well, 21 years, the amount of playtime is like 2-3 years. Which sounds like a lot, but I've got over a year just on one character who was my original main character. My original main, which was Kalos 2. Well, we got another meme from Siljar Russell. Hey, stop scrolling. 1 second, wait. I'm just checking in on you. Hope you're doing okay. I'm so proud of how hard you've been trying, even if no one sees it. Ah, it's very cute. We approve of this meme. Send it to someone who's feeling down. Yeah, so Kalos 2 has got, if I go on this character and I just do played, yeah, 2 days, 9 hours, 35 minutes, so there's that way to look at it, but also, everything else. Toxoplasmosis. With cats. If you don't like cats, we're not going to get along. Yeah. I think I'm more a dog person than a cat person, personally, but I don't dislike cats, I think I just prefer dogs. Maybe because I grew up with a dog. Or grew up with dogs, plural. I don't dislike cats, though. I mean, cats are fine. Cats really like me, anyway. Probably because I'm big, soft, and warm, so obviously they like me. I am not as soft as I was a year ago. I quit smoking, and then we had a lockdown for 2 years straight after. Plus, I also hit 50, so... Siljar Russell gifted a tier 1 sub to Zenzo. Oh, God. Zesno. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. Yeah, because of Twitch, I was able to buy these acoustic tiles. That was people being kind and donating and subbing and whatnot. I got this microphone boom arm, the mic pre, and a load more tiles you can't see on this camera to make the room acoustically dead and sound great. I'm going to need that for my run through. Whereas on YouTube, that would probably have taken 10 years based on what they get. Game channels are so low on ad revenue in terms of how much per ad that's played, how much that channel gets paid for that slot. On a chart of the top 50, it's not even on the chart. That's how low. So if you're a gaming channel, you need to get so many views before your ad rate goes up. And other than channel memberships, which are difficult to support, you've got to give them exclusive content and stuff. And I do that. Lots of outtakes and broken stuff that never got published in the members channel is there, but I only leave it there for 6 months and then make it public anyway. Which is a bit weird, I guess, but you know, daft little bits like getting a screenshot for Savic and on Rubicard 2019 and dying in the process. You know, silly bits like that. So on there it says 2 days. On Kalos 2 it says 390 something days, and that's 2 characters. So hours, thousands. The Steam charts, AO doesn't even register as being active on Steam unless you modify, you know, you add a string of code to the executable launcher via Steam. Otherwise it doesn't track, it logs the launcher being up but not you playing the game. So you get these, like, you know, these horrible little channels that just go, yeah, look at this game, it's sad. Horrible little channels like that. Really just nasty, toxic, spiteful stuff. That they try and they copy the formula from another guy who tells the tale of people that came into contact with certain chemicals and how it made them sick and how they eventually died. You know, these tragedy doom channels. They try and copy that format and do it about games that are quite old and obviously not as many people play anymore, and try and palm it off as some sort of journalistic piece, but it's not. It's trash, really. Can you tell I don't like them? But at least I can explain why I don't like them. Oh, goggles. There we go. I'm not going to start the Penumbra quest line today, I don't think. I might do it tomorrow night. Dun, dun, dun. So are you doing YouTube for money? No. I could not possibly survive on the money you get from YouTube. The fact I get any kind of money at all from YouTube is just kind of nice. But it's not worth it. It's not a hill of beans. Roger Ilian, hello. Hope all is well. Callus, love the stream. So thankful for the nostalgia you bring. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching the stream. I'm glad you like it. All right, before we all go blind, let's turn off the global light. Oh, there you go. And how about a bit of ray tracing? Give it a second. Make them ring. Okay. Yeah, YouTube only pays out about once every couple of months. That's how little it how little I make. I don't even hit the threshold on YouTube. It's just, yeah. If you started a new channel and made it about, I don't know, anything else other than games, you'll be making more money per view than someone who does make videos about games. So it's never been about money for me on YouTube, because there isn't really any. Mihalik, what up, pheasants? Which are birds, by the way, if you didn't know.
Oh my...
What did he do?
Oh my...
Well, it stunned itself, but it seems like it's okay. Wow, that bird was not looking where it was going. Dear me. Start streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. I hear they pay better than Twitch. Nah, they don't. Twitch is its own little thing, and I kind of like the way Twitch actually works. Much more than I like that. Bunch of YouTube channels are just about... drama for drama's sake. I know, yeah, and I just can't be bothered. I watch a few select channels on YouTube, and literally that's it. YouTube keeps recommending these other channels, and they just seem like dog poop to me. I've got no interest in the content they have. The ones I like are, arts and crafts ones. I know that sounds a bit silly, but some of them are really good. You know, it's quite fascinating to watch someone turn, scrap materials into something really clever and interesting. You know, that, I can kind of happily watch that. But most of the other stuff on YouTube is just dross. I mean, it really is terrible crap. I guess if you want to make the big money on Twitch, you've got to be young, good-looking, and sit in a hot tub, which is just a bit of soft porn, basically. That's all those channels are. They're just titillation. That's it. I mean, I'm not saying that's good or that's bad. I mean, it's not something I'm into. But that's all they are. You know, they're not particularly talented, but that's okay. Let them do what they're doing. Yeah, I'm not interested in drama. I'm in my 50s. I couldn't give a shit. I really don't care. Yeah, I make money outside of being online. There's no way I could possibly do it for a living with the viewership and everything else I have. There's no way. What I have done though is any and all the money that's come through from like YouTube and Twitch, I've put back into making better content. That's all. That's all I've done. That's what I used to do with music. In fact, but music was my job for many years. But a lot of the money I made on it, I didn't buy nice cars and stuff. It was all, well, yeah, I'm going to get a better amp, better this, I'm going to get this fixed, and, it was all that kind of a deal. No, that's not true, Mihalik. They incentivize that. Ads are like 1% of any money I've ever had from Twitch. Ads are nothing. They really are nothing. No, don't be fooled. That's some BS you've heard there. This is how great YouTube is. Say you want to start a YouTube Shorts channel, okay? The revenue for that is paid out of a pool they've put together. They've just, arbitrarily created an artificial lump of money, and they'll pay money out of that. To get money from ads on Shorts, okay? To join the partner program via just being a Shorts channel, you need at least 1 million views. Okay. on each video. You'd be better off having 1 million views on TikTok. Yeah, if you want to do it as a job, sponsorships, that kind of thing, because the ad revenue on YouTube ain't much, and the ad revenue on Twitch is even less. But what makes money on Twitch is donations and subs. That's what makes the money. I think since I've been on Twitch over a couple of years, the ad revenue is somewhere around maybe $10 or something. Because I don't force ads on people. I could. I can click and run an ad break whenever I want. But I hate ads on anything. Everybody hates ads on the stuff they're trying to watch. About 12 months ago, Twitch announced they were going to be putting, placing ads on streams outside the control of the streamer until it was pointed out it would wreck the platform. Doing a live event trying to beat a world boss on say a speed run, and right on the last 30 seconds they roll an ad for bloody, I don't know, toilet paper or Coca-Cola, and everybody misses what happened live. How ridiculous would that be? So yeah, they scrapped that idea. You aren't getting a choice. No, they haven't announced they're going to do it anyway. They haven't. Don't know where you're getting that from, but they're not telling the people on their platform that then. They're telling the people on their platform, mid-rolled ads will gain you a higher percentage of revenue share from the ad. I remember seeing channels and they had no less than 100 ads on one video. This one channel, instead of just letting it auto place ads on it. So it'll place ads on natural breaks where the screen goes black for a few seconds or something like that. And one guy, I kid you not, because if you look at the play bar, you used to be able to see where the ads were. And this guy had literally over it was like a 2-hour video. We had like 100 ads. Trying to game the system, Yeah, and what have you got to remember? Anytime a company suggests they're going to change anything, you'll get 1,000 media sites misreporting it with clickbait titles and fluff articles to sell clicks on their own crappy site. You get very little sort of truth out of that kind of article. And even the big ones do it. It's not just, crappy little game media news sites. A lot of them made so much money out of slagging Fallout 76 off. Every game that comes out, they try and run similar articles on it because they know hate sells. Hate clicks are worth more money to them. So that's why, Cyberpunk comes out. It's buggy. Of course it is. Massive open world RPGs are buggy. And take a long time to get fixed because people do weird and wonderful things in them. Oh my god, worst thing ever. Oh my god, pull it off the store. Drama. And then, like a year later, everyone's forgotten about it. And they're still trying to publish these articles, even though the thing's performing better than it ever has. And it's just embarrassing, really. Humans love negativity. Well, it's the doom scrolling thing, isn't it? Is what it kind of is. Only I don't do it. I know what it is, so to me it's like, oh god, another one of them. Nah, you're all right. Keep it. They aren't forcing ads onto the streams. How can they do a mid-roll ad stream if you don't know how long that stream is going to run for. Yeah. This is why you shouldn't read these drama articles. Right, your Twitch, you're going to put a mid-roll ad on this stream. Okay, folks, thanks, and you haven't done it yet, and I suddenly go, oh, I've got to go. Sorry, everyone, short stream tonight, blah, 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 see you later. That's why, without even looking at the article, I know it's bullshit. Because it's untenable. Think about it for you know, put it in the real world for 5 seconds. When reading articles like that, you should treat every day is April 1st. Every day is April 1st. You know, always a bit of a sideways glance and a bit of doubt, a bit of cynicism about the validity of what you're reading. No, they might put mid-roll ads on VODs. Yeah, because you know where the middle of that is. Could do that if they want. They all go straight to YouTube anyway. They've incentivized mid-roll ads. They haven't enforced them. Three minutes of ads per hour, and you get a higher percentage cut of the ads. So, and like I say, you can't put a mid-rolled ad on something when you don't know how long it is. How can you predict how long a stream's going to be? You can't until it's Schrodinger's stream, isn't it? The middle of that stream could be at any point in the stream. If they put a bunch of ads on the VODs, I can't take them off. I can stop ads being on a stream by not enabling mid-roll ads. With mid-roll ads, I literally have to press a button to make them happen. But you can't pick the middle of a stream if you don't know how long the stream's going to be. It really is as simple as that when you think about it. There's no contract saying I have to stream for 4 hours every time I stream. That doesn't exist. You stream for as long as you're going to. That's it. You know, so I stream for as long as I'm comfortable streaming. Or I think we've reached a point where people are like, yeah, that was good. I think yeah, it's over now, though. You know, I don't just stream indefinitely. You see, YouTube can do the whole, we're going to put this on the middle of videos, because they already know exactly how long that piece of media is. There it makes sense. Outside of that, it just doesn't. Love to pay AO again, but my old 20-ton, 3-foot-tall 2007 PC won't allow it. Yeah, it will. It run on a potato, Anarchy Online. It ran on computers from 2001. The new engine and reshade and all that, yeah, probably not, but vanilla old client will run on just about anything. Schrodinger's cat, you say? Go on then, let's have a look. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Jing, 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 jing. State of flux. Unknowable. It's a good allegory for quantum, though. Or quantum entanglement. You already tried, yeah. You'll probably find that you can, but depends how you're going about it. I mean, I had a God, what was it? 60? Yeah, 6080. I was playing AO on. What did I... When AO launched, I had a Voodoo 3. A single core processor and 128 meg of system memory. It ran. Didn't run well, but it ran. Yeah. It ain't about horsepower to run AO. I mean, I'm running it with a ray tracing ambient occlusion reshade right now to make it look pretty in Penumbra. But, you know, you don't have to. Now I can manipulate global light and turn that off. I think it looks a lot better without global light. Wow, these are keen. I got some very keen mobs here. They should have reset now. Yeah, I think they did. It was like 10 frames a second. Oh yeah, I remember it being like that. It's still managed though, you know. Yeah, there's no other game quite like it. But yeah, I mean, other than the graphics card, this system I built in 2012. It's nothing special. I mean, at the time, it was pretty, you know, pretty uber PC in 2012, but not anymore. 4-core, 8-thread. But I knew I was going to be doing video editing and music production on it, so I got 32 gig of memory for it. Kind of by accident. I ordered 16 twice by mistake on a big build sheet. I added the memory twice without realizing. It turned up with it and I went, did I just get free memory? And then double checked, went, nope, I paid for it. And then rather than send it back, I went, hey, you know what? The board's got 8 slots, I'll use them. So, yeah. I think to this day AO is the best build diversity. Yeah, you can kind of make anything work. Like TV, 5-minute ad every 20 minutes. Yeah, well that's the TV station gets to decide that. I don't know what it's like these days. I haven't watched TV for 15 years maybe? Yeah, I think about 15 years. Oh, the music in AO is world class. It's superb. Oh, is that what you call pulling? Dear me. Yeah, they're doing a good job with you. God almighty. Everybody's hunting for the same things. Is he actually looking for Dojas? Not sure what he's looking for. He's leaving stuff behind though. I hope Funcom's new MMO. Oh god. We're out of here. Messy pull. Anytime you're trying to pull things and someone's running around with pets, oof, forget it. They stir up so much aggro, it's silly. I'm not sure what that game's going to be like. I know the community's going to be quite mixed. You're going to have your diehard Frank Herbert fans decrying anything that isn't in the books. You're going to have your typical MMO kind of players who will try and min-max everything in the game day one And then you'll have maybe people like me are like, oh, is this a cool new game? Let's try this out. Maybe it's fun. You know, and then eventually end up min-maxing everything. And that's based purely on going to the Discord they've got and signing up for the beta and then just reading how everybody interacts on it. It gives you half of a good idea of how the launch is going to look. Isn't AO inspired by Dune? I think in part, definitely, yeah. There's definitely some parallels there. And I think a lot of the creators said, yeah, we borrowed this idea from Dune and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think in part it definitely is, yeah. More than just a desert planet, because, you know, Star Wars starts on a desert planet, but isn't inspired by Dune at all. It's got more in common with Lawrence of Arabia, you know, really. Yeah, the Notum side of it is definitely a spice kind of reference in a certain way, because, you know, it's only can be found in this one place. But in Anarchy Online, it's a mineral versus it being created by or possibly bioengineered. The backdrop to the universes is huge, though, yeah. I mean, my introduction to AO was I was still playing the original Deus Ex, like umpteenth playthrough. And a friend called over and I was saying, oh, I found this secret bit of the game. And he was going, oh, I've never seen that. That's cool. Oh, come round, I want to show you something on my computer. And I was like, yeah, okay. So we went round to his place. And he had Anarchy running in the beta. He'd been in the beta for like a day. And I said, what the hell is this? And he says, oh, this is a new game called Anarchy Online. I said, oh, it looks really good. I said, what the hell's going on here? And he says, oh, these are, you know, content on demand missions and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's different. That's new. And he was like, yeah, it's really cool. And I went, okay. Signed up for the beta, got it immediately. I'm downloading it, and he turns up with two other guys saying, can you burn a copy of it? Because they haven't got broadband. Broadband at the time, for me, was having a 0.5 meg connection. So, I was like, yeah, but they were still on dial-up, you know, where we live. So I was like, yeah, you know. Anytime anything big online came out, they used to call around. Any chance? Yeah, come on. You go and get the takeout and we'll download it, you know. It was that kind of deal. And that was it. I've been playing it ever since it was only like 2 weeks, the original beta. And I kind of went, oh, what a great game. And here I am 21 years later going, man, what a great game. I've played tons of other stuff in between. Yeah, 2004. A lot of people came in 2004. They had a bit of I don't know, like a publicity kind of hype around it. What was 2004? Was it AI? Alien Invasion? Could have been, yeah. I can't remember the exact dates from, you know, that long ago. So, yeah. And Penumbra Doja is my least favourite thing in the world. The drop rate is terrible. And then when you get to, I don't know, like 200, 202, everything that drops a Doja has turned grey and is running away from you as you're trying to kill it and hopefully get a Doja from it. It's horrible. The in-game billboard ads. Oh yeah, you'd walk up to it and suddenly an ad would start playing on the billboard. And you could switch them on and off. They were optional. But they actually felt genuinely like they added to the atmosphere of the game. You know, personally. So I never turned them off. I thought it was kind of cool that they were there. A lapper is worse, I guess, if you're having to farm a lapper, yeah. Welcome to the stream, Shulin. Good to see you. Does look good, doesn't it? Penumbra. Ray tracing with quench shaders and global light turned off. Looks a bit more up to date than it usually does. Better than pop-ups on your screen. Yeah, what else did I play? I played Star Wars Galaxies for a little bit. Not very long, until I found out you couldn't do that. As soon as I was like, you can't jump? Are you kidding me? So I was like stood here like this, and where I wanted to go was like that guy there. But there was a curb here. And it was like... And I had to run like 5,000 miles in that direction, cross over where you could, and then run all the way back down again. And I was like, oh, I'll come back to this game when they put jumping in it. Otherwise, I don't really want to play it. So that was the start and the finish of Star Wars Galaxies for me. I tried WoW when that came out, and it was like, right, I rolled, I don't know what the hell it was, I can't even remember. And I remember going, right, okay, killing all these, you know, black backyard kind of little mobs. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then, okay, I think I'm leveled now. How do I open the skill window? Start spending some IP. And after about 10 minutes of trying everything, I asked in the global chat, how do you open the skills window? And it was kind of like, well, there isn't one really. What? Well, yeah, what do you mean skills window? There's an equipment window where you can put items and stuff. And I was like, well, like that, but, you know, skills. Well, skills like what? And I said, well, your base abilities, health, evades, that kind of thing. No, we haven't got one of them. What? That's like ridiculous. So, yeah, that was a whole, like, 3-4 hours, and I never played it again. Oh, no, I did. About 6 months later, someone said, oh, you've got to come and play with us in WoW. Why? I don't like it. No, because look, right, you can log into my level 55 or whatever the max level was, endgame character, try him out. And I ran around with him for about 20 minutes and went, no, you're all right. So even after all the effort of getting to endgame, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like the art style. I don't like the skill system. It's not for me, you know, I'm sorry. Maybe you really like it. That's great, but me, no, I can't stand it. Sorry, you know. It's like, oh, you got to try this ice cream. It's the best ever. And you try it and you're like, what is this? Ugh, God, no. I do not like this. But it doesn't matter what they say or how it's explained to you. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Yeah, when they did the free-to-play program, they should have really expanded it. I think this thing is trapped in that tree, but okay. Back to killing these, because the mobs that tend to drop are being camped by somebody else who's making a mess of it, so I'll just leave them to it. I didn't like the kill 5 of these and 5 of those, then come back, and you turn that in, it's okay. Now kill 15 of those and 15... Yeah, that is very lazy quest design. Like Sheol isn't, but You know, oh, Darnell, talk to Dr. Hestia. You talk to Dr. Hestia. Ah, well, now go back to Dr. Darnell for another time. That is a bit lazy. That's busy work. Endgame, wow. Don't care. It looks like crap to my eyes, so. I think it's awful. I've always thought it was an awful looking game. So. Yeah, but you can't twink from day one, can you? Level spreadsheet twinking and running. Set up Sims in Excel. The advantage of having simple starts helps players ease into the mechanics over time. Yeah, the AO throws you in at the deep end for definite, yeah. Most of those quests were removed, yeah. Well, like I say, if you don't like the way something looks, you're not going to spend time with it, are you? And I really don't. I don't like the way it looks. To my eyes, it just looks bad. It looks too cartoony. I can't explain what it is exactly, but it's a bit Fisher-Price. You know? Way too tutti-frutti. Yeah, it looks like an advert for toys. You know, I don't know, there's just something about it just doesn't click with me. God, what's on me now? Oh God, marked by Vanya something. These damn mission terminals there sent me miles somewhere. Yeah, usually. But once you get the mechanic that the higher you roll, the further it sends you, and then so like go all the way to the edge of the planet map, like at Avalon. So you're all the way up at Camelot. Roll missions from there, and it'll give you them all in Old Athens. Yeah, it has the same sort of style as Tom and Jerry or something. I don't know, just something about it just it just puts me off the way it looks. You know, I try and sound grown up about it and say, well, I don't like the art style, but yeah, it looks kind of cartoony and I don't know. Yeah, just doesn't appeal. The biggest complaints about AO now is just too many systems, as they kept adding system over system each expansion. AO now has skills, perks, why only had... Yeah, but you see, you're saying that like it's a negative. And I think the opposite. Now, oh, WoW is now on 9 distinct systems, I see. Soto Mahoney has returned from his holidays. A few pound heavier. Based on all the pictures of food. Happy Friday, Soto Mahoney. People think Dark Souls is punishing. Yeah, exactly. Well, Dark Souls is learn to beat the fight, move on. That's all. I'm not saying that can't be fun, but that's all it is. It's not the hardest game in the world and all this. I watched a stream of all of Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2, and even the guy playing it said, I like this. You know, it's quite good fun figuring out how to beat the boss or what have you, and learning about the story. But that's all it is. You know, once you've done that, you know, you've beaten it, sort of thing. And yeah, you know, the story's probably the best part, was his sort of thing. But all this, oh, it's so hard and blah, 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 and blah. No. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying, you know, don't make out it's some massive thing. It's, you know, find the opportunist moments to use attack X, Y, Z, and then Serico, which is like another offshoot of that, is much more like Street Fighter. So you've got to learn all the key press combinations to beat bosses. Oh, it's doing this. It's telegraphing this attack. So now I need to use whatever button mash it is to beat it. I mean, that's fine if you're into, you know, Street Fighter type games, then yeah, that's going to be great for you. There's nothing we haven't seen before, you know. Aruken! Sonic Poo! Yeah, when in the old days before you could, you know, add XP pool, when you died in Anarchy Online, your XP was gone. That was it. There was nothing. It was just gone, man. Gone. What about my XP? What about it? You ain't got any. Now, you know, with the perks and everything else, yeah, you can make your XP back pretty fast. Chip on corpse next to Hollow Ranger. Oh my god, I probably won't get there in time. Unless I take a risk and run through the tunnel. Out of the pipe. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be the way. Let's change HUD items while we're here. Don't get stuck down the gap. Nope. Was it on the corpse like 2 minutes? Yeah, this gap here is nasty. If you ever get stuck in that, a lot of effort to get out of it. Go, 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 Inspector Gadget. Dance of Fools. Running through the pipe. Naked at this level. Soda Mahoney with the cheerage.
The Honourable Rita Preston would like to remind everyone to insure often. The best way to experience Ruby Car is by keeping your experience. Be well with OmniMed.
I love these. They're always really good. Will we make it in time? Probably not. Made you more cautious, yeah. I can remember coming out of a mission in Southern Fowl Hills, not far from Smuggler's Den, when the gas timer was instantaneous. I came out of the mission and just got ganked at like level 76 or something by a level 190. Because in the old days, anybody over level 75 was fair game to everybody else above them. That's how the old XP levels used to work. I just got... and all the XP I'd made in that mission was gone. And I'd done a bunch of missions. So I was like there on the bar. 0. What's the betting that the thing is gone? Old RuneScape was quite punishing. Yeah, I believe so. But I remember starting The Witcher. Is this where you mean the Hollows Ranger? Or do you mean the other? Oh no, the Marsh Warden's down. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. I've definitely lost it now. Oh, it is round here. I think the corpse has expired. Unless it's actually on the corpse. Nope. It was there on the right side. I think, yeah, the 2 minutes has gone on it then, I think. I think it gone. You had 2 in a row drop. There you go. RNG punishing me. The other way I do this is out of frustration. I come here on a 220 NT, nuke everything, and then when one drops, log back to this too. But it's not very reliable. Oh, still in a fight. Climb every mountain time. Yeah, it's either kill for an hour or it drops in 5 minutes, yeah. Okay, we're out of aggro now. Oh, we got Stiljar Russell. That's really doughy bread, isn't it? Nice. Looks tasty. Looks heavy, though. Like, you know, big one of them and you know you've eaten. So now you played every class. What's the one you enjoy the most? I don't have a favourite. Genuinely do not have a favourite. I've got ones I like least, maybe. MP, not keen. But Krat and Engi I quite liked. It's not a pet class thing, it's just didn't really get on with MP. I like all of them. All of them are quite good. He secretly loved his AR shade. Well, Doctor's good, yeah. Depends what you're doing, really. Keeper's like really cool, easy. It's good for streams and stuff because you're not overly busy playing with it, if that makes sense. You've got more time for the chat and everything else. Even in, you know, quite busy raids, you're okay to sort of chill a bit versus, well, pretty much any other class. The Keeper's a perfect class for those who smokes the funny smokes. I wouldn't know. Nothing against that kind of thing, but I wouldn't know. Here's a plan. Why don't you use your perks, evade perks? Drain nanos. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Why don't you do that? Nada on that one. Oh my god. Doing that then. Have a Dimash as well. There you go. MA's quite solo friendly, yeah. I think MA and Keeper are the two easy ones to get to grips with. That, you know, won't overtax the player. You know, if you're the kind of player that, you know, sometimes has to get distracted by everything, then yeah. You know, if you like say you're at home with the little kids or something like that, a Keeper or MA is a good idea. Or Agent if you're playing solo, or Shade because you just sneak and hide from everything. Kind of the same with old Inferno missions and new ones. With the old ones, if you're doing a solo one, you can just stop and go, oh, I need to go to the toilet. You know, if you're doing a new one, it's like, I hope I can hold out because the mission isn't going to end. The mission isn't going to pause, you know. Temple of the Three Winds, still my favourite dungeon. It is pretty cool, yeah. It's tight on skills. It does take a bit more care and attention on spending for skills, yeah. Depends how you're going to end up playing it. By endgame, you're generally okay, though. Getting hit a lot suddenly. What's run out? Have I lost a buff somewhere, maybe? Maybe. Maybe I did. Okay. Oh, the trains, the classic, yeah, in the original. Before they put tethering in. Yeah. Oh, fucking aggro range. Yeah, tethering means that you can't pull, like, Guardian of Tomorrow. You can't pull him all the way to the front door anymore. That used to happen quite a lot. Yeah, mob tethering, so they'll only run so far and then they'll run back. Also, people were stucking mobs, and by stucking I mean they would literally, you know, play off-ground tag with the mob and then be in a position where the mob can't hit them and defeat it that way. So Funcom added, if the mob can't hit you, it resets. And when I mean resets, the heal delta goes through the roof and it runs back to wherever it started from. Which stopped people doing that, but also made navigating dangerous dungeons quite a lot easier. Once you learned, you know, where those spots were that allow you to do that. So people just took that, which could be seen as a negative, and turned it into a positive, you know. How did he get through the doors? Notum magic. He's huge. Yeah, I know. He shouldn't be able to leave the room he's in, but he does. Although not so much anymore. He somehow squeezes his nose through the door and shoots at you, but he doesn't go any further. He doesn't run up and down corridors. But I remember the first day that dungeon opened on live, we'd gone round it on test live and gone, oh, this is cool, you know, and then it opens up on live and you're like, oh, let's go to that spot we found on our characters and blah, blah. Try and farm this, that and the other. And, yep, came through the front entrance. Sure enough, there he was. Guardian of Tomorrow at the front door. How long we've been doing hunting for a Doja now? An hour? Kind of a bit much, really. Whatever was after the Foremans. Yeah, probably. After Foremans? Inner Sanctum, maybe? Well, it depends when you were playing. What dungeons were available. Then everyone went off to do cyborgs and whatnot. Well, people... Yeah, they put the level cap on Foremans. It used to be level 200 running around in there, you know, camping everything. I remember we were there waiting for Tim to spawn because 2 people wanted a scope. And we were down there, like, waiting on the random spawn timer he had for, like, an hour. And as soon as he spawned, some agent came out of sneak and just, like, took him out in 3 seconds flat, you know. And we all just went, oh. And then they claimed loot, you know. Wasn't a lot we could do, really. Try Plumbo, yeah. Trying to get the rusty ring off of him. I remember that. It's quite possible to solo him though. You know, but because of how much more powerful paid characters are now. He's not that bad. Ta-da! Finally! We got the Doja. Yeah, Shadowlands has always been, you know, jolly japes. Right, beacon time. Yeah, it's a Marmite expansion really, Shadowlands. It's massive though. It is massive. It is like an entire game stuck on to Anarchy, and in its early development it was going to be a different game using the same engine or something Gauta was saying, and then it just got, you know, shoved over to be part of Anarchy Online. When they first brought it in, it was not popular for a few reasons. The main reason, the biggest problem they had, was faction. Because if you think about it, as an original game concept, as a standalone game, faction wouldn't have been as big a thing because everyone had been level 1 at the very beginning. And what happened when they released it for AO is a ton of players were already at the old max level, so they were straight into the shadow knowledge and faction system, and there just wasn't enough faction available for them, so you were getting 1 and 2 XP, whereas nowadays you know, as soon as you hit 200 you've got 50k faction, and you know, you're straight into much bigger realistic numbers for XP. So it did a lot of harm. That if they'd have the Shadowlands we have now with the new first aids and health and nano kits, if we'd have had that, the you're level 160, you don't need to do the quest, you can just run through, and faction packs from the store and or, you know, sided missions built in from day one, I don't think anyone would have left. I think everyone would have gone, this is great, look how powerful my character is now, and the first 220 would have been within less than a month of the release. You know. It was just so, because they introduced the faction system, it was so hard to get XP. It was just, Jesus wept. You know, it was painful. Really painful to do it. No idea if Tara is up or not. NT's leveling. Yeah, they were just killing spirits in the spirit rooms non-stop. And to the surprise of nobody, the first 220 was a neutral. Because, of course, you could get Guardian faction reasonably easily by killing hecklers. When did I come in there? Not sure. Because I want to go and get a drink, actually. Yeah, to the surprise, it was a neutral NT doing exactly that. SL was daunting when you first played. Kind of still is, I suppose. Right, I'll just get water for speed. No, first time in Adonis and my computer hated it. Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, the underwater effect. I don't think Tara's up. We'll go ask the guy. there's a lot of guilds that have used the Storm moniker. The first one I ever knew of was Storm in Anarchy Online, which was the very first guild in the game. We know because Org Form didn't work, so a GM had to come and do it and basically said, congratulations, you're the first guild in AO. We went, what, really? He says, yep, I've got another 10 to do today. Adventuring being your run speed underwater. No. Was it? Kind of don't remember that, but I remember not having the scuba gear and running underwater healing and being super slow, but they got rid of the run speed debuff. I think it was minus 500 to your run speed. Something really ridiculous. And then a 250 dot, which on an Adv was quite easy to heal. But the run speed was the worst thing. But Kalia's Morph Parrot used to give you like 2,500 to run speed, so you didn't really struggle too much. I mean, you couldn't fly, but you were still moving. But you couldn't heal with Kalia's Morph, so it was like a bit of a trade-off. Can I get to the end without deading? Yes, there's no Tara. I thought I'd check, because that guy can be grossly inaccurate, if you've ever wondered. Inner Sanctum had a minus 700. It did, didn't it? It did have a run speed debuff. Oh yeah, Fixer class. Yeah, it is kind of unique. What are we doing on buffs? Oh yeah, and the longest playing track in the game is the Mission Agency music. There you go. Came in there on your MA and minus 50 run speed. Felt like a super snare. Yes. Yes, it would. Right, let's... What we're going to redo... Probably just infuses. Maybe that one as well. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do infuses again. So a bit of bump logging. Another video. Cat being 0 fluffs given. That cat does not give a toss, does it? He's not bothered about being where he is. Yeah, as soon as we're several times our own height up in the air, we get a bit more nervous about an edge of anything. But then again, we can't land like a cat, so yeah. The buffing system, well, yeah, exactly. I mean, the game is designed around the idea that multiple people play it, so trying to do everything on your own is, you know... kind of painful. Can be done. I mean, because I've got every class, I can buff myself with whatever I want, pretty much, because of bump logging. What, did the keeper just buff me? Yeah, it's a multiplayer game. Yeah. The design of the game is that, you know, various things come from different classes and players. So it's working together as a cohesive whole is what makes achieving harder things in game possible. What else? Cut red tape? Yeah, we'll redo cut red tape. And then we'll be very foolish and start the Penumbra Xan Quest. Oh, lordy, lordy. Must be mad. No, don't ever buff me with that. Don't give me grid space. All you've done is overwrite something else. Fixers. If someone has faster than your shadow running, don't buff them grid space. For all you know, they spent 20 minutes trying to get faster than your shadow, so they're a bit quicker doing that quest in Shadowlands. And you just turned it off, and the second they get to Shadowlands, they haven't got grid space anymore. Right. There we go. Right. But to be said, when AO was undermaking, they oversold it so much. Like the animation system was so unique, we shouldn't be able to move each finger if we wanted to, and they was going to put every dance move. Yeah, I know. Well, they initially launched it with a 4-year storyline. So the idea was, oh yeah, we're going to play this game for 4 years and then it's finished. You know, the storyline is done, and it just carried on and on and on. Which is kind of cool. Right, I am ready. I'm going to go back and make a start on the Penumbra Xan Quest. I won't be able to finish it. For reasons. I mean, I could with a solid team, but it's very long anyway, so it's just difficult to get done. Yeah, Keeper's got 1 or 2 buffs they can directly buff you with, and then the rest of it is just by teaming with them. Basically. I'm going to be running through Adonis again. Because it's slightly quicker to get to the start of the quest going through Adonis than running backwards through Inferno. Could add some more story. Well, the roleplay community is responsible for why we've got all the alien events and stuff. You might not be aware of that, but that's why that is happening. It's part of a storyline quest. You should check out the roleplay community. A lot of people want AO2, but they don't. What they think they want is Anarchy Online in a new modern game engine with a fresh start. So, you know, with a fresh start, nobody, you know, coming into the game with ridiculous prices. That's what they actually want. But they think AO2 will be that, you know. But the truth is, games companies aren't the same games companies of 21 years ago. Simply put, you look at any modern multiplayer, it's an online services game. The entire point of its existence is to generate money from players. That's it. That's all it is. And then they did a fresh start with the 2019 server, which was really busy for about 6 months, and then they cocked it up. They put up a poll, what should we do next? And the highest voted was Open Shadowlands. And people wanted Shadowlands opened before everybody hit level 100, and Instead, they went, we're going to open Shadowlands when everyone hits level 100, which negates all of Elysium. Negates all of Nascence, rather. It was the pole gate thing. They dropped the ball with it. It could have got into something interesting, and then they posted a couple of badly translated statements about what was happening on the 2019 server that could be read in several different ways. They weren't... the way it translated into English made it vague. And as soon as you say something vague, what do people do? What do people do when the information is not explicit? They make it up. Follow the gourd. No, the shoe is a sign. It's not a shoe, it's a sandal. God damn you, it's a shoe. It's a sandal. That's what happens. So the information was something along the lines of the server will run for until the end of all the expansions have been released. Which, if the way it was worded sounded like, we'll get as far as releasing the last expansion and it'll run till the end of the year and then we're shutting it all down. It could be read that way, or it could be read as we're going to keep going until all the expansions are released and then we're just going to leave it running. It could mean that, it could mean anything. The way it was worded was so vague, people just made up their own version of what was said, got into loads of stupid, heated debates, which were pointless because it was all speculation. And because people started to doubt that the characters would be there, in a year, people went, oh, I'm not playing here then. I'm not going to create, 4 level 220s only to have the server go down and that's the end of them. All my time and effort's been wasted. And people just left the server. They did. They really cocked it up. And they only did 2 things wrong, but it cocked it up. AO is in maintenance. It's been in maintenance mode since 2017, and yet we've had 3 new dungeons. People go, it's not a new dungeon, it's the old dungeon with high-level mobs and different loot. Yeah, so they've saved some time and money and effort by using, building shells they've already got and then repopulating them with different mobs and loot. Yeah, and... it's like people want something complete and utterly new, And population, it's pretty solid. I mean, I never struggle to find people to play with. Not ever, We've got 9 220s. Yeah, it's still busy enough. I mean, there's the Perimeter Home dungeon, there's the Temple of the Three Winds dungeon, and a new subway dungeon, of which some of the best gear in the game now comes from. So it might be the old building shells they've used as a template, but the dungeons are completely different. Like the subway and the temple are gated. Doesn't EverQuest still get new expansions? I have no idea. I've never really played it. I played EverQuest 2 for a short time. But I found a cave somewhere and I thought, oh, let's see what's in here, And I tried to enter the cave. It says, you need to put your hand in your pocket and pay for such and such an expansion for a month in order to go in this cave. I was like, oh, okay. So I did, because it was only like $1 or something like that. So I went, well, yeah, okay then. And at the time, my system could barely run it, so I think I played for about a month or so, and just never went back to it. Oh, good God. All the invisible leets have come to get me. At least you got somewhere to hide here. Yeah, the new temple and the subway, they're great little dungeons. A lot of fun. We'll only get one at a time now. Better to see yourself die a hero than see yourself become the villain. Yeah, it's a bit of an old saying, but yeah. Subway, yeah, I mean, a lot of it has become par for the course because people have got used to doing it, but like trying to beat Eumenides for the first time, trying to be the server first for that fight was damn hard. Because all the bosses have got their own mechanics to figure out. So it wasn't like run in and kill whatever's in front of you. And they put some challenge to it. And you skip Eumenides. Oh, don't let Mahalik hear you say that. With a honed team of the right classes, he's not that hard. But you've really got to have your mechanics down and what to do when he does X, what to do when he does B. Oh, I just pulled an Arctic leap by mistake. Yoink. Yeah, he's not my favourite fight because it's one of those fights where that's probably the one, if you're going to get it wrong and wipe, that's the one you're going to wipe on. He's way harder than Abmouth. Way harder than Abmouth. Abmouth is pretty easy. Not quite tank and spank because he can teleport you randomly, things like that. But outside of that, as long as you once someone figured out, oh well, why don't you just shackle the two ads that he's got? Yaml 11111111. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the resub and thank you very much for 23 months. How are you doing, sir? How are you feeling? I'm guessing you're back at home on the PC. All good, being sent to a new hospital for tests as an outpatient. Okay, that sounds okay, and relax. So they're still not 100% sure or whatever, but at least, yeah. If they send you home as an outpatient, generally you're gonna be okay. We hope. Fingers crossed, touch wood. And all that. Okay, I picked up an Arctic leech as well. Oh, good to be back home in your own bed though, I bet. And food that actually requires teeth to eat and things like that. Saying I've made a hormone issue fluid around my heart. Oh, right. I hope they get you sorted. It sounds like they'll just sort you out with some meds or something. Hopefully it's nothing more than that. And then you're good to go kind of thing, yeah. Maybe just to change your lifestyle even, you know. Here are your leaked tales. No, but I sincerely wish you all the best with that. I think if after 2 days they're like, yeah, you can go home, I think you're going to be all right. You know, whatever the long term is the long term. But yeah, I think you're out of the woods. Pen and paper time, boys and girls. You'll do. Four days in there. Yeah. Of course, yeah, it was like Wednesday you told us about it. Doesn't mean it happened on Wednesday. Right, so we got 21.3. Time to hum the Pirate of the Caribbean tune. Okay. Oh, yeah. So someone's put a very good cat pirate ship on top of the Rumba or whatever it is. And the cat's like, I'm down. Yep, I'm down with it. That's so cool. Yeah, the cat is totally my box. I'm staying in the box. I is a pirate cat. You know, the only patches we've had lately have been little quality of life things. But they are appreciated, like, oh, hang on, I wanted to do. I want the cool lighting, not the blinding lighting. There we go. With the ray trace of Win. Today. 23.5. Yeah, I'm gonna hats off on that. That was pretty damn cool. So all these cats you come from, you still always wondered if Carl was a cat guy now. I never post memes on the stream, very occasionally. My favourite meme of all time, though. But it only makes sense if you know the game and and the everything behind it. Where's he gone? It is the best meme ever. How do you do, my fellow clansmen? That still has me howling. The first time I saw that, literally my eyes were watering. I was laughing that hard. But you have to know, like, the background, etc. Otherwise, the joke isn't quite there without it. You know what I mean? So, but when you do know the background of it, it's really funny. I did this quest 2 times yesterday because you didn't know you were supposed to do this. Yeah. 22.6. Yeah, you need the actual numbers it gives you because it asks you to give you the sum or the average or what have you. So yes, you do need to make a note of them. Most people just go, you know what, I don't care, and just try and blitz through it as quick as possible. Oh, it's just some silly fetch quest and they're just running back and forth, you know. I always wanted to say hi and thank you for the kind words. I need to shower and get some sleep. Okay, no problem. Gamel 1111. Do well, get well, be well, sir. We are thinking of you. Now, the reason I go 1111 is if, you know, Brian, the text-to-speak guy, if you put lots of the same words or characters or digits or whatever into a thing for him to read out, he sort of slows down and speeds up. It's quite funny. So it was kind of riffing on that, really. you know, 2/3 of Earth's population has toxoplasmosis, literally a disease that makes you obsess over cats. Is it though? Do we not like them because they're small furry animals with proportionately their faces are like a baby or an infant? Is it not just as simple as that rather than a disease? I don't think liking cats is a disease. Yeah, but, you know, it's a real thing. 2/3, have they really surveyed 2/3 of the Earth's population? Because I don't think they have. Well, we got 8 billion people on the planet, yeah? 2/3 of that's, what, 5 and a bit billion? Have they examined and studied 5.5 billion to come up with that number? I'm calling bullshit on that. Because I don't think the study could be done without trillions in funding. There are not 8 billion people. How many people are there? 7 point what billion? Alright, current Earth population, and it's still a guesstimate. Current Earth population. Yeah. 7.753 billion. Right. Census data is political, it's probably much lower. How many do you think there are? I mean, just on mathematics, if you know an accurate number from any point in time, you can calculate roughly how many there are anyway. But, yeah. Where's the calculator on this? New phone. Still not used to where everything is. Calculator. There we go. So we got 21.3 plus 23.5. 22.6 plus 18.7. 86.1. Yay. Well, let's take it on faith that the numbers are half accurate, and there's actually only 4 billion then. Well, 2/3 of 4 billion, they've still had to talk to like 2.5 billion people or whatever, haven't they? Or, you know, it's like, I just don't believe that they've studied that many people is the point I'm making. Okay, it's 6 billion, they've done 2/3. Not like people count heads. No, I don't think they do. It's a guesstimate, isn't it? It's probably accurate to within a certain percentage, but even so, 2/3 of that percentage is a vast number for a single study. Political guesstimate, I guess. Yeah. Right, where are we going next? Oh, goggles. Yay. I just don't believe when they say 2 out of 3 people of the entire, you know, population have a disease. How did they test everyone in North Korea and parts of China? And how many trillions would that cost in research grants? You know, just like, nah. So the research is actually a guesstimate based on a closed group set. So the 2/3 is it's like the cat food ad. 8 out of 10 cats prefer it, and they said, no, you can't say that. And they said, why can't we say that? I said, because you haven't tested every cat on the planet. There's billions of them. So they said, oh, well, can we say 8 out of 10 cats who were expressed a preference preferred it? Yes, that you can say. So out of 10 cats, you put down 3 bowls on all the cats at your brand. Then you can say that out of those 10 cats, 8 preferred your brand. That you can say, but you can't say every cat because you can't substantiate it. So we have one rule for, advertisers in the UK, and then seemingly a different rule for common sense. Great Biggie Small said, "Mo people, mo problems." It's like knowledge as well, isn't it? I mean, the greater our knowledge, the larger the perimeter of our ignorance. Right, goggles. What was it? It's random drop, isn't it? From the Vortex Voids. Multiply by 2 billion. Yeah, when they say, 2 out of 3, it'll be 2 out of 3 within a test group. Most likely is how they've arrived at that figure. But you can't take those kind of things as an absolute, I mean, you go to East Asia and there's a lot of cultural thing around cats and stuff. It always varies. How's it? Sort of typical, sort of grey, odd bits of sunshine and rain, kind of mixed. Pretty much what you would normally get this time of year, only a bit warmer than usual. Then again, my sense of temperature since quitting smoking is all over the place. As in, I just don't feel the cold like I used to. Had record heat this summer. Oh yeah, it was real hot. And it was real hot over a much bigger area as well. I mean, the UK was getting upwards towards 40 degrees, which for a lot of other places doesn't sound like much, but those places don't have 80-90% humidity. That there is the difference. It's like getting in a jacuzzi, getting in a sauna when there's no steam running versus when there is. That's how humidity affects you, because then your ability to cool yourself by sweating just nosedives. So your body gets much hotter much faster. Yeah, that's probably the quickest I've ever got those two. I'm quite pleased with that result. We got both bits for the goggles. Yeah, the warmest weather I experienced was only 30 degrees, but that was in Chester walking around town. God, I felt hot. Like, that was only like a month or so ago, and now it's back down to sort of 10, 12 degrees at night and 16, 17 during the day. It's about right for the end of summer. Yeah, Spain was way hotter, but most of Spain is far more less humid. Oh, I've done the wrong thing. Who was I going to go see again? Goodbye. The one who lights the way. Yeah, if you're on the coast, then you understand, like, typically our humidity, plus we've got the sea and then mountains directly behind us. So we get a lot of rain, a lot of humidity, very changeable weather. We never get the same weather all day. It's very rare. Unless it's raining. Because it can rain all day and it can be sunny all day. Yeah, we don't get mosquitoes here. There's not enough fresh water for them to live in. But yeah. Okay, we got the ermites and other crap. Let's go for Dance of Fools and then get away. What am I giving him? Goggles? Yeah. There you go. I could help you. Come on, I want to get out of here. I've got mobs on me. Fine. Take that one as well. Patrolling the patrol. You know, we don't really get much in the way of mosquitoes. We get midges, which are nowhere near as bad. Went to Texas for the first time. Dry heat. Yeah, dry heat is fine. Oh, good God. Cats, when they hear pss, 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 pss. Yep. Okay. Patrolling the forest. This is an easy one. Just keep running. Checkpoint 1. Well, it's easy if you've got sufficient run speed, otherwise it's a nightmare. Yeah, the worst day was when we had about 30 degrees and about 93, 94% humidity. That was not a comfortable night. It was hard to sleep. You know, you're lying on the bed with, you know, nothing but your boxers on and no cover, no nothing. And it didn't really cool off until, you know, dawn, and you get that, you know, the dew line. It does cool down a little bit. The jar cannon, it was some bizarre picture of a cat with a rocket cannon on its back. But cats, when you call them like that, do come pretty quick. You want to see it again? There you go. It's like some old painting of something or other, but I don't know what. But yeah, that's how that kind of meme works. Find some old picture and then find a comical reason for it to exist. It is the logic, the way of the meme. Haha, joke's on you, Frost Demon. I lagged. Okay, now I need to get away from all the Frost Demons. Where's the crossover-y bit? There we go. Follow me now, mobs that can't jump. Yeah, it looked like a very old cannon of some sort. Why it was on the back of a cat? I have no idea. Looks like a weapon from Elden Ring. Yeah, possibly. I mean, Elden Ring kind of stands out in the story behind it's written by the Game of Thrones author, isn't it? Or he was at least in the building when they made the game, or some, you know, I've heard varying different ones. More XP. Okay, I think we're on Ruminating Strife and we've reached the point where gonna need help. I think is the thing. It's the pipe section of the quest line. Do you have to wear the sunglasses? You do, unless you convert them to a ring. And I can't convert them to a ring yet on a shade because it needs 1250 comp lit to do it. And we've got not that much. And it's not like you can twink it that easily on shade because you can't just put implants and perks to do it. Because you need actual implants, and you can't use implants on a shade. You've got to use spirits, and you don't get the comp lit above. I think the only one with comp lit is like plus 25 comp lit in a head implant, so not much. Like I turned the scuba gear into that ring there, and you can combine all the Shadowlands rings together, including Hold Hell at Bay. And then you just wear the one ring and you can run around all of Shadowlands without ever having to remove armor and gear, you know, which is preferable. Okay. We has reached Ruminating Strife. Are you Ruminating Strife? Person with Ruminating Strife on the name. Gonna need space, I think. Let's make some. Every boss in the game is named after his initials. Is it? He's got enough of them to go around, so yeah. Find a hizzy medicine man. Sometimes I can get away with doing this one, but it's tagging them with this bit that's difficult. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I watched someone play through it on Twitch. It was quite funny in places as well, but that's because they're quite funny. And they had like a two-sword ninja guy, and it was their first time playing it. So, yeah. Zezno, I'm out of here. Thanks for the chat. You're always welcome. Nice to have you along. Thank you for the follow. And enjoy the gift sub and the new emotes, which are all AO-centric and probably not that funny anywhere else. But there you go. Yeah, I don't think I can crap maybe for this bit. Mez everything. Okay, there's hizzy runners. Medicine man. Okay, let's go with that one. Charmer. Yeah, it's trying to tag them as well when they're all swarming on you like this is damned hard. Maybe try sneaking it. Okay, we're doing okay on the sneak. I like the way Atrox in the slippers of Screaming looks when he's sneaking. So we're going to have to tag one and then just run out. Thereafter, we're stuck. We're going to need help, I think. Are we looking for volunteers from the audience? There he is. There's the charmer. Because I don't think I can solo the guy in the middle. Yoink! Yeah, this is how we're doing this. Right, okay. Too slow on the sneak. The others are reset. I think I can handle one of them. It's just when you've got several dozen of them pounding on you on the shade, it's problematic. Still quite tough though. Sneak OP. Yeah. I remember getting into all sorts of places on Agent for the first time and going, this is awesome! It's taking forever to get to the bottom of this dungeon, but it's awesome! I can explore and look for hidey holes and all that. Yeah, I might be able to handle these guys, but I'm not going to handle the big guy in the middle. And want a runner, they're usually fairly easy. It's not just cats I find cute. Let's have a look. It's going to be a cow, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Oh, can have a scratch where I can never scratch. Yeah, they put scratching posts up for cattle. And they love it. Yeah, you can see they're like, oh, yeah. I've been wanting to scratch that for God knows how long. Imagine how satisfying that is for the cows. Like you've had an itch like all day and you can't scratch because you don't have limbs that you're able to scratch with, so you're looking around for things to just rub that bit on. Oh, something spotted me. Come on. Who's he, runner? Return to ruminating strife. There we go. I think the next one's quite doable as well, isn't it? It's run in and target the one guy. Turn off global again. Because as soon as we come out of the tunnel, it'll just be blindingly white. Yeah, that's cooler. I mean, anyone that's ever had a cast on their arm or their leg, been there with needles trying to get down and scratch. Yeah, you'll probably know what something of what the cows feel like there. I had the cast on my leg for almost a year and a half. My God. Start calling you House. Damn, that is a long time with the cast. Must have changed the cast a few times, though. Zizon, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm sure you did tell me what happened with your leg, but... can't remember all the gory details. Done a research. Okay. Stiletto mastery. He's all the way up there. And what's the next highest one I've got? Probably that one. There we go. Yeah, the cast was there basically to keep my leg from not falling apart. God damn. Observe the Arbiter. Not the Arbiter we try and observe every other week and doesn't show up. Not that one. A different Arbiter. He's right down the back as well. But he's not the big guy in the off in the corner that you're supposed to kill. This is another run in and click mission, basically. Blood Cloth? Blood Clot? The human name? Yeah, I thought you meant that. Yeah, no fun. At least you're still with us. Deep brain thrombosis. Oh, God, yeah. Not fun. Very, very painful. Alright. I think we're capped on sneak. We are. I haven't got any sneak buffs. I should get some. Can we sneak all the way down? I think there's more than one thing in here that can see us. Even in sneak. It has more perception than we have sneakage. Not fun when it happens on an airplane, so I'm glad I had insurance and was from Norway, because landing the plane cost the insurance over 2 million euros. Jesus. Yeah, I've heard of people getting that on a plane and dying, and yeah, very, very serious. Well, we pay a lot of taxes and national insurance, but when you need it, you're damn glad you paid it. Bling.
Tip for the fat Atrox shade running and sneaking in cold pen.
Thank you, Andy C. Spray, for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. The Fat Trox running and sneaking. Fat Trox is Apex Chad Trox. Okay, we got him. With nobody knows we were here. Well, like with Atrox, when they sneak, they tiptoe, look. Then I had to remove muscle tissue because it caused was dead tissue by the time I was at the hospital. They had stiff up the leg with the cast, and basically, yeah, it's the same as Dr. House. Wow. Tip calling you House from now on, Silja. Because House is cool. It was a good show, I think, over lockdown. I think we watched the whole thing twice. Like, it'd be on, like, the first time we sat and actually actively watched it, and then the second time we rewatched it and went, oh, I've forgotten this episode. You know, it was more like that kind of thing. But it was still cool story arcs all round, really. The amount of people that don't realise the actor is actually British. Testament that he's really good at doing an American accent, so good job for him and his voice coach. Yes, Hugh Laurie, who to the UK is like a comedian, an actor, and a blues musician. But in America, he's like proper, you know, not a movie star, but like a TV star at least. House is cool, but I not want him as a doctor, but at the same time, he always finds out what's wrong within 45 minutes. Yeah. It's a good show. It's TV, and, you know, no one, let's not pretend it's anything else. It's not medical study. It's not scientific or, you know, anything like that. It's damn good drama. You know, it's a damn good TV show. He figures it out after by 45 minutes. We know the answer. Yep. He doesn't always save people as well. I'm glad they wrote it that way. It'd have been disappointing if he always saved the patient, you know, because that would have been, it'd have been asking too much of a stretch to believe, you know, because sometimes you just can't. It's beyond what we can do, you know. Because it's partly kind of like a detective thing. Like, I don't know if any of you guys remember, there used to be a TV show. It was called Quincy, and he was a coroner, and he would solve murders, you know, by, you know, examining the corpse kind of thing. Even when, you know, the police and everyone was baffled, he would figure it out, you know. He'd put it all together. It was a good show. It was very far-fetched, but it was a good show. I can't remember the full title. It was Quincy MD or something like that. And in the casting house, the director said loud, "I don't want any damn British guy in the show." And Hugh heard that, so he changed his dialect while doing the screening, but got caught when filming the pilot and fired after that. But no TV station wanted to buy it without him, so he got rehired. Yeah, because he's a good actor. Yeah. Do I ask why I did it? I brought back from the store a portable market terminal a few days back, and the amount of Funcom points decreased. With a portable market terminal in claims, no email in email system, and a petition I got no answer. Damn. What class are you on? Because traders get one anyway. Right, so Tara has spawned. So I think we should have a look at Tara. I do. I think we're going to go look on an enforcer. I mean, you can have one on any character, but I've never had that as a problem before, though. See if we can make it down to Tara again. And then what time are we coming up? Yeah, it's getting late, and without any outside help, I'm not going to be able to carry on with the quest, because the next bit is go down and kill that big thing in there. And I'm thinking, nah, this tune ain't big enough for that. From memory, he does hit kind of hard when you're this level. Probably more than this tune can handle. Yeah, I wondered if it might be a blocking thing because you bought it on a trader, and you don't need to buy the Funcom one on for a trader, because traders get a portable thing anyway. You got a trader with both of them, right? Do they work differently then? I've got one on each trader, but it's I can't remember. It's a quest reward or a nano now. But you get one on trader anyway, without spending Funcom points or what have you. Yay. Let's go hand it in. That's going to get us 170, I think, with this. Maybe. Might not be quite enough. Yeah, I don't know why it wouldn't come through from the store for you. It's weird. But nobody ever tidies up in this place. I completed my assignment. Oh, not quite. Close though. You perk the tune in front of the mail terminal with the petition opened. Yeah, it's weird. And the points have gone for that. How much is it anyway? No, I haven't got the shortcut on it. It's not cheap, is it? From memory. Yeah, 900 points. It's not cheap at all. It's only 1,200 for a character slot. You know. So yeah, weird one. Right, okie doke. Let's see, who else is Anarchy onlining other than me today? There's good old Knave Zero. Should we go raid Knave? Might be a plan. We'll go raid Knave then, unless anybody else has got another suggestion. We're gonna go raid Knave. Can't see what he's doing because there's an ad playing. Looks like they've just killed the beast by the look of it. Doing stuff there. Is he playing music or?
Thanks, man. And good night, Dong.
Okay, we're gonna go raid Knave. Boss, thanks for the stream and have a good night. Yourself as well. I'll be back tomorrow for more, so thank you to Andy C. Spray for the bits, so O'Mahony also for the bits, Gamel for the resub and 23 months, and Silgier for the gifted sub as well, and the 2 new followers. Thank you very much all, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, folks, bye for now.